Hey everybody, Matt from 60 Acres of Whatever. Today is March 15th and it is about 24 degrees outside. We have, I don't know, about 6 feet of snow, and today, digging out my beehives. This ought to be fun. I had to take the snowshoes and walk across the snow to get here. I mean, it doesn't look that deep right now, but down here it's an extra foot from where you're seeing that I haven't dug down yet. These are about a foot off the ground. I've got a nuke right here, and then another hive right there. That big lump there is another hive, and I've got a couple of weak splits in the back and a nuke. I already know this green one's alive. Let's see if you guys can hear it. So they're kicking. So time-lapse time. So it looks like on the front row here, the only one that's made it through the winter so far is my green one. This will be its third winter that it's made it through. So they're alive. Going into the end of the winter, the top and the bottom of these deeps were totally packed with bees, to the point to where they were overflowing out of the top. They were just boiling out. There were so many bees. This one, this yellow one here, split twice, and it was a package, I believe. Yeah, it was a package I bought last year, and they built up really quick, but they got too big too fast, and I just couldn't manage them well, and they kept splitting, or they kept wanting to swarm, so I split them. That might have been a mistake because they didn't make it through the winter, or it could have been that I didn't give them enough feed. So something else that we have to contend with are mice. I don't know if you guys can see that. Take this away a bit. Yeah. See all those mouse droppings? So they get up. They got holes and stuff everywhere. So you can see a couple right here where they dig in and they just hop right up on this board and chew their way through the styrofoam, or they can squeeze in between these mouse guards, because we have shrews and they're really small. They're a lot smaller than mice. That's what got one of my hives last year. The mouse got into it and chewed everything up. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's what happened to some of these guys. But I'm gonna stop digging these ones out because I know there's nothing in it. Focus on clearing the snow away on the right side so the sun can come in. Look at that sun. Can come in and hit it and warm it up, and I'll clear off the top here as well so I can get in there. This is just empty space here for moisture to come up into and get trapped, so it's not in this brood box here and then condensating on top of this inner cover and then just melting and dripping down on the bees. So this has somewhere for the moisture to go. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Dig this thing out the rest of the way and then work on that back row. I don't have high hopes for it. I think that one back there was a wooden hive with no insulation. I don't think that one made it. That was just kind of like a last minute swarm fix. And then I've got, I don't know, maybe the wooden one's right here. I can't remember. And then there's a nuke, maybe 2 nukes right there. Yeah, I think that's what it is. 2 nukes next to each other. And then, yeah, so red styrofoam, 2 nukes, wood. So we'll see what happens. All right, so here's the wooden one, where I had no insulation other than the snow. It's got a huge ice shelf here. But yeah, I don't think there's any bees in that one. But got a double high nuke. Yeah, I don't hear nothing there either, unfortunately. So there's another nuke next to that one. And then I've got an insulated styrofoam or polystyrene red one over there that I'm gonna make my way to. Fingers crossed. So here's the nuke that my wife painted up. This is her nuke. These guys didn't make it either. So no luck. On to this other one. Alright, so here is, that's how deep it is right here next to this hive, and I'm not even on the ground yet. It's up to my knee. There's probably another, I don't know, 8 inches below my foot right now. So you see the level that I'm at. Here's these guys. Nope. So it looks like the only one to pull through 3 years in a row. It's my green hive here. These guys are kicking butt. And the next, well, I don't know, 4 or 5 days or so, it's supposed to warm up to like 42 degrees. My plan is to go through this green hive here. Where are they at? Can't see, the sun's so bright. Snow's blinding me. There it is. Plan is to go through this green hive here, not through it, but open up the lid and see how they're looking for food stores or honey stores and stuff like that. I made some fondant with some marshmallows and confectioner sugar. The top of the hive, in between the lid and the inner cover, or I'm sorry, in between the hive and the inner cover. So in between these 2 layers here, that way the bees can come up and they can eat on it if they're short. That way it'll give them some time to make it through this snow here. Let me take you to a spot where I dug all the way to the ground so I can get you guys at eye level so you can see how much snow I've got here, or we've got here. There we go. I'm on the ground right now, and I'm 6 foot, and it's, you know, almost at chin level, and it's packed down from the sun sitting on it and heating it up, and it's slowly packing down, getting heavier and heavier and condensing down. But we had over 8 feet. Let me show you the chicken coop. Right there's the chicken coop. It's 8 feet high, and it's buried in the snow. That's our house. So beekeeping in Alaska, it's different for sure than the lower 48. So if you guys are interested in seeing what it's like to keep bees in Alaska, you know, keep following, subscribe, and hit that bell down there. All the YouTube stuff. I'll be documenting, you know, when we get new packages and stuff like that. I don't know if my wife will be interested in being filmed or not, but yeah, thanks for stopping by.